How's it going, guys? It is Ryan here, and welcome to round 8 of our F1 2014 Career Mode series. We are here at the Red Bull Ring, home to Red Bull, obviously, for the 8th round of our F1 2014 Career Mode series. The series where I do this live on YouTube, and we use no assists, legend AI, no flashbacks or anything, live. Anything can happen in this race, so we'll see how we do for this round of Career Mode. We're starting in P6. It was a wet qualifying session and we somehow got into Q3 with some actual decent pace. So it will be an intriguing race, this one. It is a free-stop strategy apparently for this 50% race. So this is going to be very intriguing to see how we do here. Hamilton and Rosberg are the typical ones on pole position. As always, with Vettel 3rd, Alonso 4th, Ricciardo 5th, then myself. Our teammate is down in 9th place, so hopefully we can get up there a bit, as we need to get some points on the board for the constructors, as I'm currently leading the standings by 4 points from Nico Rosberg. So we'll see how we do in this race. The setup is a basic one. It is the quick setup all the way to the left. I want to just see if I can do, if the wet setup actually does work on this game, and so far it is. It's helped me in terms of grip for the wheel user, which is myself. So it's basically the quick wet setup, and if you want to use it, if you're on a wheel, pad users will probably do something a bit different with it, as they've got more grip than us on the wheels, so we'll see how we go on that. Our target today, guys, for this video is, as always, 100 likes. It will be amazing if we could do it again. We've done it in every round so far this season, and stay tuned for tomorrow, as I'm going to be streaming the British Grand Prix, same again, 50%, and a giveaway will be on the cards again for that round. It's an all-Mercedes front row once again, which is typical. Our main concern is Rosberg, as he's second on the grid, so he will gain points on us if it stays as it is. It's going to be a long one, this one. Not good in the wets, as some of you will probably know, but we'll see how we do as the Revs are building. Round 8 of Career Mode is away, and we'll get probably going to try and get a decent start off the line, but bit of wheel spin, but we kept position, as the AI will probably be bad at turn 1, so we're going to probably gain a load of positions. Try and save some rear grip. Luckily it's the intermediates. I'm very good in intermediate conditions, so hopefully we can try and gain some ground on these cars in front, as they're going to probably braking early. We'll take third position from Rosberg. Alonso has taken the lead of the race, which is kind of weird for us, but we get away with it. So we're up to P3. Next up is Lewis Hamilton in that Mercedes. So hopefully we can... Oh, as Hamilton just give him a bit of a tap, so we've got to give the position back, which we have done. Didn't really want to gain an advantage over him, but Alonso will pull away a bit, as we're going to go around the outside of Lewis Hamilton. We're side by side. Good driving there from the AI, but we can't get it done. Luckily 11-11 wings will help us, but we'll be so slow in the first sector and the start of the second sector, as they are basically long straights. But in the middle we should be pretty quick with the grip we've got. Bit of oversteer, but we'll see how we do. I just hope and pray it does not get heavier. That is my one concern I've got in the career mode in this race, because I'm not quick in the wet when it's heavy rain. But in intermediate conditions it's a bit of dry and wet, so I can get a bit of grip on us, as we're going to go down the inside of Lewis to hopefully take second place, which we do. May have taken a bit of speed, so we will get... We'll be very careful on the revs, so we're going to drop it to lean to help us with traction. So it's going to be... Oh god, gone wide. So Hamilton's all over the back of us again. If you guys want to use the mods I've got for this career mode series, there will be more added as of Silverstone onwards. I've found some really good mods, so I'm looking forward to bringing them in. But the ones I'm using currently are the Williams Martini skin, which you can see on your screens. That is in the description below. The helmet I'm using as well is in the description, and I'm using a tyre wear mod, which reduces my tyre wear a bit to make it even harder for myself. and also graphically as well. You get to see tread marks and all that, so I brought them in. So they're all in the description below. If you want to use it for your own career modes on PC, then feel free. As look at that, we're only 3/100ths off the pace of Rosberg already. Oh, gone on the grass there. So we're slowly pulling away from Lewis. So my advice for anyone on the wheel, use lean all the way around, apart from the straights. Because the wheel spin is so good on lean, you don't really need to be worried. It'll be like driving in the dry, if I'm honest. You just got to be careful on exit a bit. Still got to feather it, but you can get on the power a bit earlier. So I'm going to go up to Rich actually now. As we're in optimal fuel, so might as well just stay in lean actually. So Alonso is pulling away slightly, 2.3, so we've only gained a tenth on him. So we're going to go into standard now. Oh, gone a bit too deep into the corner, but we've gained time on Alonso in the first sector. But we've got a freeway horse behind, led by Lewis Hamilton. So it's a long race, this one, 36 laps. It's the longest of the calendar for 50% races, apart from Interlagos as well. Completely forgot about that one. This one's probably the most fun. It's going to be the most entertaining because Austria is a very nice track to drive. It's probably one of my favourites. So I wonder what you guys think in the comments below. What's your favourite track on the game that you feel you're pretty comfortable at? Would love to hear what your thoughts are. As we're setting constant low 17s. Hamilton's only with us as well, so he's keeping on pace with us. $17.6, flat for Hamilton now, so he's gone quicker by a tenth over his teammate. So I'm going to try and save some tyre wear and try and get to lap 12 if we can. We've got 2 fresh sets of intermediates, and then we've got 2 used sets of intermediates. So I don't know what they're going to put me on, but if it stays like this, I should be fine to the end of the race. May struggle on the last few laps because of the used tyre wear I had on in qualifying, which I kind of made the mistake of using 2 sets in one qualifying session, so I kind of regret that. Just lost it a bit there, so coming down the straight. What's the gap? 1.6 now. We've gained a bit of time on Lewis as well, but I'll be happy to keep consistently getting these low 17s. I'll be happy with the low 17s. So Alonso is on lean as well, if you guys didn't hear that. Hamilton's gaining a bit. Just that uphill climb is the issue I've got out of turn 2. Just the wheel spin is so tricky to get right around here. And then you've got this downhill crest as well on exit. Just got to be careful. But me, Hamilton, Rosberg, and I believe that is Vettel or Ricciardo is catching Alonso. So Alonso is struggling a bit on these tyres, as we've gone purple for the first time in the race. So we'll just get a bit of oversteer out of that corner. Massa's struggling, I can see on the map. So I'm hoping it stays like this, if I'm honest, because the intermediates aren't bad on the wheel for wheel users if you keep it in lean and use the wet setup. That's why I wanted to try out the wet setup, because I wanted to see if it actually does help you, and that has just proven the point. We're now into the 16s, and we're all over the back of Fernando Alonso, so it's got to be so careful on throttle. So we'll see how we do. 16.8 now is our fastest lap, but we're all over the back now of Fernando Alonso. Oh, nearly went to the back of him there, so we had to get out of the way of that, which gives Hamilton the chance to catch up, and Vettel and Rosberg as well to get back into the frame. As Hamilton looks like trying to make a move on us. Oh, oversteer. Wheel spin. Come on, correct it. Gives Lewis the chance to catch up and try and make the move stuck. Oh, oversteer again. More I do this, the tyres will go off. 9 tenths down, oh dear. Ooh. Oh, gone a bit wide again. Been a poor lap this is, for myself. The top 5 are all covered by about 1.1, 5, 10, about 3 seconds at least. The top 5 are covered by at the end of lap 8. Oh, wheel spin gives Hamilton the chance. It's going to go to our defensive line. Here comes Lewis round the outside and gets it done round the outside, but we're going to have the inside for this next corner. Got to give him the space around the outside. Gives Vettel a sniff and a move as well. Here comes Lewis again. So this is going to be quite a tricky one, as Alonso's pulled a massive a second on us in that sector alone. He's on the move. Oh, someone's retired. I don't know who retired. Not too sure when that happened, but I'm trying to keep it in with the track limits as well. So if we've got our tyres, they're getting a bit brown, so they're getting to that stage of pitting for intermediates. Another set of inters. Alonso's back into lean again. So still holding on. Alonso seems to be quick at the minute, so a bit of oversteer. Yeah, we've always been quick in the first sector, so need to pick up a move on. Hamilton's still with us on pace, so the 11-11 setup is helping us here in that middle sector. May have just took a bit of curb, so we're going to lose a bit of exit speed with grip on the rears. Starting to feel a bit of degradation now as well with the rears. Starting to slide out a bit now. Still feel good though, to be fair. There's only slight slow signs of degradation. Just trying to be very careful on exit of corners. We're on +3 as well, so it's nothing too serious. I ain't going to be dropping it into rich because we'll just burn the rears up completely. So this is going to be a lean race. Just got to give that little more. So our tyres are slowly starting to lose grip now, these rears. I've not driven a race, I don't know when these guys will pit. No idea. I just hope they pit at the same time, lap 12, unless they're OP with the tyre wear, which is probably most likely, if I'm honest. Just gone a bit too wide again. So we're already a third of the way through the race nearly. So we're going to use Rich now down the straight. Might as well. Burn a bit of fuel. Still Hamilton's still gaining on us. Back up to Rich again. It looks like the track's bone dry, but it's not. It's just a bit of sprinkling of water is all it is. Our rears are definitely going now. I can just feel the car now sliding out as it wants to kick a tank slapper. Still up there by a tenth, so I think I'm going to take a gamble and stay out into Alonso pits. I just want to see when the AI pit, just to see if they can do a one-stop. Would be amazing if they actually do a one-stop around here. Oh, oversteer again. Lewis is all over the back of me now. Look at that. Oh, Hamilton's gone backwards, so he must have had a problem out of the exit of the corner. So when would Alonso pit is the question on everyone's mind. When is he pitting? Look at our tyres. You can see our tyres are on the verge of death. And Alonso pits. We've gone past the pit lane, so I'm going to try and do another lap as a load of people are coming into the pits. Massa's quite far away, so this is a bit of a gamble. This is a bit of a gamble here, so we'll see how we can do. We've got Rosberg, our championship rival, about 2 seconds behind us. So we're going to use a bit of Rich now. Oh, got a bit wide. Let's see if this gamble pays off. So get the intermediates ready for us. So this means that we're going to have one less lap of we're going to have a much younger tyres than the rest of the pack. So Rosberg's gained a 10.5 on us, so we'll see if this works. Just keep it inside the limits of the pit line. So we've got ourselves a pit battle now between us and Mercedes. So let's see how we do. We probably won't take the lead of the race, but everyone's now coming in. Some nice tyres on there. We get ahead of Rosberg. There's Alonso going past. Can we hold on to second place? Oh, is it? Someone else has retired from the race and a bit of the wall. And Hamilton has jumped us in the pit lane. So we've lost out to Lewis. So someone else has retired. Would have been nice to see the safety car, but it's not going to happen. I think I should have pitted though, to be honest, but we've got a lap younger, like fresher tyres than Hamilton and Alonso, so we should be fine actually. So we could try and gain that time back on the time that they pit, if you guys know what I mean. I had to do another lap because of the tyres that I had on were I've got another two sets of inters, but I've used them in qualifying, so they're going to be quite worn. So I will struggle on the last few laps. So I'm going to try and extend this one as long as possible, if I can. As Hamilton now sets the fastest lap of the race, a 15.9. Hamilton's into Rich, so I've got no option but to go into Rich. As we go purple, as we got a bit of draft from Hamilton, but we go wide into the hairpin. Here we go. Got Rosberg all over us. We're getting a bit of time on Nico in the middle sector. So we're coming nearly closely now to half distance in this race already. Bit of oversteer, bit of a twitch. 16 flat. We're only a tenth and a half off Lewis's time, as he's all over the back now of Fernando Alonso. So I think Alonso is struggling, or he's got a bit of issues. We're only a tenth off Lewis, as he sets another 15.9. We've done a 16 flat. As again we have a lock-up, that's not wanted. So I've now got to really concentrate now. I've got my rival right behind me now on the track, and for position as well. As I think the rain's getting lighter by the second. It's not going to stop, but it's still getting a bit lighter in terms of the intensity of the rain. It's not going to be wet tyres, which is going to be a sigh of relief for myself, because I hate wet tyres, heavy rain conditions on this game. So 1.7 now behind Lewis, but he is all over the back of Alonso, so hopefully we can get some time back. Vettel's gone backwards, so he's out of the running. So we've just gained all the time back in the first sector. Hamilton's being held up a treat by Alonso, so that's going to do well for us. So there is Nico Rosberg now, still behind us. You can see the gap now is decreasing in front, thanks to Alonso holding up Hamilton. So Alonso is doing park the bus. Bit of oversteer again. 16.1, so a pretty decent time. Rosberg's still with us in terms of pace, and we have a back marker ahead of us, just ahead of these two. Just seen on the map. Very intense race this is now. Me and Rosberg are catching up to Hamilton and Alonso, so Alonso's doing us a massive favour by holding Hamilton up, and then we can close in on Lewis, so we've gained probably most of the time back from the pit stop phase. A bit of dirty air there, just pushes a bit wide, thanks to Lewis. Oh, bit of oversteer again. Hamilton's pitting in a few laps' time. All thanks to Alonso holding him up. Just can't get it done. As we've got a Marussia, the first back marker of the race, is Rosberg is all over the back of us now. Oh, bit of on a crest there, so Rosberg's got to think of a move here on us, so we've got to give him the inside if he wants to make the move stuck. There he is. Got to give him the room. Good driving there. So Rosberg had a bit of an issue as Moneybags Chilton lets us through, who's in stone dead last place on the track, that is. Oh, bit of oversteer again. Still, a three-way horse is on the cards, maybe a four-way horse for the win here, as we've gone past half distance now in this race, as we've got +5 laps. Jesus, I've done a lot of good fuel saving there, but it's the only way I can keep on pace if I stay lean around here in the wet conditions. Still, Alonso is holding thingy up like a treat. Oh, don't want to go on front now, I don't want to do that. I want it in lean. Lean. Making some mistakes now. Go on neutral. Who uses the brake bias? Bit wide on there. 7 tenths though up on our previous time. It's gone a bit wide as slowly our signs of degradation are appearing already. Gonna be pitting though in 4 laps time. This lap gone past. 4 to go on these tyres. Still on pace though with the Mercedes and Alonso. Alonso's doing pretty well considering he has a quicker car behind him. So he's doing pretty well to defend from Alonso, so praise to Alonso if he can hold on ahead of Alonso, so we'll see how he does. Holding Hamilton, I'm sorry. Tyres seem okay, they're a bit brown, but they'll do for now. So 3 temps up. Alonso and Hamilton are pulling away a bit, but there's more traffic up ahead I can spot on the map, so hopefully, I heard something about rain in 15 minutes time. I don't know what it was, if it's going to dry up or it's going to stop. It looks like it's going to stop. Hopefully they said stop in 15 minutes time. So we're into that draft now of Hamilton's now. as we go purple again, as Hamilton just pushes a bit wide. Thanks to a bit of errors from Hamilton's slipstream as well. Do the undercut. Might do the undercut. May attempt it. Got a bit wide. So we're going to be pitting in around about 3 laps time. It's time to give a little more now. Sod it. Let's give a little more. Up to Rich. Taking a gamble here. May burn some tyre wear, but sod it. If I'm going to try and do a longer stint on these tyres, I've got to get past these two and then... Oh my lord. Oh, that was close to losing it there. Oh, Jesus. That was close. To losing a front wing there. So these lot in front will be pitting next lap. Rosberg, I think Vettel's actually, I think that's Vettel, is slowly gaining on all 4 of us now. Drop it to lean for this corner, hate this corner. Back up to Rich. A little more, it's a little more now. So into that draft now. 16.6, even though our tyres are absolutely gone. We've got a lot of traffic up ahead, so this could be the pivotal moment of the race. So we just go a bit wide out of turn 1. Losing a bit of speed, which will give Rosberg a chance to overtake us up the hill towards the hairpin. Towards turn 3, here he comes. Got to give him room on the in the inside. We've got to try and hook it around the outside a bit, and we've done it. It's a great defensive move there from us to take the lead. But Vettel's all over the back of Rosberg, so that'll be nice. If Vettel gets past Rosberg, help us in the championship a bit. Kind of worked, but it didn't work. Hopefully the back markers will help me here in holding up the Hamilton and Alonso, because we've lost quite a bit of time there fighting with Rosberg. As who's this then? Who's this? Is this Ericsson as Hamilton and Alonso pit from the lead? As it's Kobayashi. Lets us through, so now we've got to do an amazing lap as another one retires from the race. 19 drivers remain. Give it a little more now, full power. Get the inters ready. Rosberg is still behind us. He's right on our arse. So Massa's in the pit lane, so that's good. Good engineering there from the team to put Massa in before me. We've got to nail this last sector. Up to Rich. Rain to stop in 10 minutes, so that's going to be intriguing. Oh, we've gone wide out of the pit lane, but luckily the game doesn't give us a warning or anything like that, which is kind of stupid. We should really get a penalty or something like that, but we'll take it. So for our final stop of the race, we're going on to another set of inters, but we may need dries. This is going to be very interesting now. Hopefully I don't get held up here. Fingers crossed as we've gone to oh, we've been held. Oh my god, we've been held. Rosberg's jumped us. Oh my god. We've dropped out of the podiums now, podium positions. And Vettel's got past us. Oh my god. The AI have screwed me over. Nice AI. Look how many cars there are. My god. Jules Bianchi's up to 14th place I spotted there. Or was it 16th? But we've got a hell of a job to do now. Oh my god. 11 laps to go and we've got to try and win this race. Or get a podium. Oh, we've gone wide. Not a good start. And our only concern is, for me, is we've got used intermediates on. So they will be up to temperatures quicker, but they're going to wear so much. So we need to pick this pace up now. So I need to get a move on. Hulkenberg, again, a good performance from him. Up in 6th place. Hopefully traffic will help me here. As Hamilton sets the fastest lap of the race. Time to give a little more, guys. We've got to give it now, everything we've got. As that has just shown, I'm putting everything on. I'm taking a massive gamble. I pray it dries up at the end of the race, because from previous career modes it is very difficult. The AI start going all over the place. They slow down in pace and they even retire from the race. So we're catching on Rosberg and Vettel. The race, Hamilton I think's pulled away from Alonso. As we're all in one straight, as we go fastest. 15.3 is our now fastest lap of the race from us. We're now pushing now. That's the advantage of used intermediates. They've got to take time to get theirs up to temperature. Ours already up there. So, and plus the squabbling, so it's helped me catch up a massive amount of time. This we've got 9 laps to go. Given everything we've got now, we're going airborne, everything. Just at least we wish we had DRS, so would help us. As there is a dry line emerging ever so slightly now. It's still raining, but it is decreasing in intensity. .2 is the gap. Oh, very aggressive into the hairpin. Brake as late as possible. Hamilton's gone. So we could still get 2nd place. My aim though is a podium. I wanna... Rain's... Oh, that's going to be interesting. Rain's stopping in 5. Now that's going to be interesting. To spice the end of this Austrian Grand Prix. Will anyone pit for options, I wonder? I don't think they will, but the AI will struggle on a dry track. So we can use our +4 laps of fuel just to gain so much time on these guys. As the track gets drier, we can push a bit more in terms of the wheel spin. It will get easier as we go along through these laps. So a second is the gap. Just went too aggressively into the corner. So close now, come on. We're catching ever so slightly on the free ahead. Come on, I'm into the draft. I'm into the slipstream actually, I'm not American. Still in that draft slipstream. Hamilton's gone away, so he's won the race. So Hamilton's a bit OP on this game. As he tries to win his second Drivers' Championship in the Career Mode Series. So we've only got 5 laps to go when we cross the finish line. The rain is stopping ever so slightly. Oh my god, hold on. Hamilton's retired from the race. I didn't know that. I've not been paying attention. This could be for the win, guys, here. I didn't know Hamilton retired from the race. Hamilton's disappeared. He's retired from the race. As I can tell, the dry tyres, dry track's going to play a massive role now in who wins this race, but Hamilton's out of the race. It's the second time he's retired this season. Now it's going to be a 4-way horse now. He parked at turn 1. Okay, thanks for reminding me. Wow. The main man is out of the race, who had my money on to win the race, if it wasn't for me. So we've got these 4 cars, me and the 3 in front, squabbling for the win. This is going to be the closest finish in a career mode episode ever, so please stay with me to the bitter end. It's going to be an enthralling last 4 laps of this race. As we're into that draft now of Nico Rosberg. I can smell a win, but I ain't counting my chickens yet. Alonso's done a fantastic job since lap 1 to hold the lead of the race. Hopefully now Rosberg will brake earlier, because they always brake earlier at this corner. So we get right onto the back of him. Oh, the old used tyres are coming to play now. Still on that podium though. My aim is a podium in this race. I don't care about a win, I want a podium. I want to keep my extended streak going in terms of podiums to 8 in a row. Oh, it's gone a bit wide. Engine's getting hot as well. I need to stay on the actual line. the track, as the rain has stopped. Now it's going to be a very intriguing final. Bloody hell, 3 laps here. Need to stay on the wet line, just get a bit of temperatures up. But the AI will struggle now on these last few laps, including myself. So if you see me point to the right, it's just to save some temperature in the tyres. Trying to stay on the wet line. But all these cars will stay out on intermediates. No point pitting now, actually. No point. Still not dry enough for dry tyres. This is this is going to definitely be the closest race. Rosberg's at the battle exit. 2 to go. Still doing 15s, which I'm quite surprised I'm doing. As Rosberg's had a bad turn 1. So we get a very sluggish out of that corner, so into that draft of Rosberg's. May try a move here. Going for it. Going for the dive bomb, and it's worked. I had to take the dive bomb chance, but Rosberg's coming back at us. He's going to punish us for doing the dive bomb. There he is. He's back up to 3rd. We'll hold it around the outside. On very worn intermediates, they've got fresher tyres, and we get the move done. We're up to 3rd place. Probably going to ruin the 4-way horse battle, but I've now got to survive for 1 more lap, as the track is still wet, but it won't be dry tyres territory yet. Oh, it'd be funny if these 2 in front retire right now on the last lap. Probably won't happen, but we've got 1 more lap to go in this race of what has been a very exciting one as well. Been a really intriguing Austrian Grand Prix this has been. As I've already pulled 6 temps on Rosberg, but you can see the gap. I don't think we're going to catch up to Vettel and Alonso. There's no way. With my tyres as they are, got to catch up. So here comes Rosberg down the straight again. It is now completely dry now on the track. Still a bit of spray. Anything can happen though in these last few laps. Vettel's struggling. Up by 9/10 of a second. Rosberg's only half a second behind. Got 2 to go, 2 corners to go this Austrian Grand Prix. As it will be Fernando Alonso, who I think definitely deserves the win. Definitely deserves it. Fantastic drive from him, but we're going to continue our streak of podiums. We finish in 3rd place after starting pretty well for ourselves. I'll take that. Beat our objective. What an intriguing to the race that was. So, whew, that was a good race, that was, to be fair. So the results then of the Austrian Grand Prix, we have Fernando Alonso taking his first win of the season, with Sebastian Vettel in 2nd, with myself in 3rd, beating our rival Rosberg by only 6/10 of a second, with Hulkenberg in 5th, with Kimi Raikkonen in 6th, Dan Ricciardo 7th, our teammate in 8th, Sergio Perez in 9th, and Button completing the top 10. And for the retirements, the big one, Lewis Hamilton retired from the race. That is big in terms of the Constructors' Championship, so massive, massive there. Grosjean was out as well. Gutierrez has sadly retired as well, with Marcus Ericsson completing the 4 retirements from that So that is intriguing. That's really good to see. What does that mean for the championship? We're 9 points clear now of Nico Rosberg, and Hamilton's dropped dramatically down to 6th place, with Vettel and Alonso all gaining points on Hamilton, with Massa still down in 8th place with 40 points. But the battle up front is still intense as we continue. On to the big one, the Constructors' Championship, and it's slowly dropping down. It's now really technically a three-way horse, as it's now 28 points, covers the top 3 teams. Ferrari may have a sniff if they keep performing well as they did this round in Austria. So we'll have to see how they do in the next round, which is Silverstone for you guys. So it'll be very good to see how we do on that. So I'm going to wrap it up there, guys, for this episode. But until next time, guys, the next round is at Silverstone, where it will be another 50%, and it will again be live on YouTube as always. But until next time, guys, let's try and get this video to 100 likes as always. Until then, guys, have a great day, and I shall see you for another F1 2014 Career Mode series. Until then, have a great day, guys. See you later.